Hey guys, welcome back to the Outlook Industries podcast. I'm your host, Trevor Johnson. I'm here in Laramie, Wyoming, and I'm excited to bring you some more action sports content, guys. I have been out and about, really busy over the last 6 to 9 months. I was finishing up school last semester and working a job, and just something had to go. So I wasn't able to start season 2 then. And then this summer I was working a full-time job, and I was in Washington, D.C., working for the American Trucking Associations out there, trying to get a resume builder and some experience in the marketing field. So that was awesome, and I'm really fortunate to have that experience. And now I'm finally back finishing up school, and I don't have a job right now, and I'm able to do these podcasts again. And I am so excited to be doing them again. I just love hanging out and talking with different action sports athletes. So today I hit up my friend Matthew Wilcox. He's a rider for Powell Peralta skateboards. And yeah, I met him at Woodward. He's just an amazing vert skater, and there's not that many vert guys out there anymore. So I thought it'd be an awesome time to talk to him about how he got into it and his experience as a skateboarder and being on Powell Peralta with all these other legends like Andy Anderson and Christopher Hyatt. So he had some amazing things to say and some crazy stories. So without further ado, thank you guys for tuning in again. And I can't wait to bring you some more podcasts, but let's get into this episode. Roll the intro.
It's the Outlook Podcast. We're here at the Outlook Podcast. Just we're here. We're talking to cool people.
How's it going, Matthew? Welcome.
It's going pretty good. Just went to work, came home, did some workouts, and just chilled, kind of.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for coming on the show today. I'm excited to be doing these again and coming back with some Outlook Industries podcast for you guys. And yeah, I have Matthew Wilcox on here. He is a skateboarder from California, right?
Yep. Simi Valley, California. Haven't really left. Still live here.
Cool. So how long have you been skating?
I'd say let me just do the math real fast. 14 years.
14 years. Yeah. You I don't know. I met you for a week in person, and just watching you ride vert, nobody really rides transition and vert as much anymore, especially from out east or in the Midwest where I'm from. I don't see it hardly ever. I see lots of street skating. So it was really refreshing to see your style, and you're just your performance as far as just going big is nuts to me. So I just wanted to have you on here and talk to you about how you kind of got into that and how you chose that over say street.
Okay, not gonna lie, straight up what inspired me to do vert the first time is I saw Danny Way do Mega or whatever.
Right.
It was the contest where he broke his ankle, and he taped his ankle around 4 times, and the doctor said, "Don't do this run. You're messed up." And then he went back and did the run and won. So
that's so nuts.
And Mega's even crazier than vert, in my opinion. So
do you know what contest that was?
I saw those dudes flying. I'm not really sure. Might be able to find this real fast.
Yeah, let me look too. I'm just Danny Way breaks his ankle. I swear
okay.
I've seen it.
2008.
2008. Okay, yeah. Because that's about the time where I was pretty big into skateboarding, actually, because that's what I did originally. My dad was a big skateboarder, so I got into skateboarding first. And gosh, I just have a love for that sport. But so you saw that, and you're I want to do that someday, and then you just started skating vert, and the rest is history. Is that how it works?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really start skating immediately after seeing that.
Right.
I had a little penny board that I was walking down Venice Beach with my dad, and I saw a penny board because they have tons of little skate shops on just on the side.
Right.
And I begged him for it, and he ended up getting it for me. So technically my first board, it's not a penny board, it was some weird knockoff brand.
Right.
But I was so hyped. And then I would say about a year after, he took me to a real skate shop, and then I got a Zero board, the original Zero skull graphic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that was like my first legit board. And like the same day I was at that skate shop, I remember Day One Song was there, and he was signing like whatever you wanted him to sign.
No way.
And he did like a little skate jam thing, and
Right.
I got him to sign my hat. I still have that hat to this day.
Yeah, what a legend to have just be there when you're getting your first board. That's nuts. So growing up, where did you grow up?
So like the first skate park I ever went to was Santa Clarita Skate Park, but there's like a gigantic new one there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There used to be a way tinier one before that. Still really good skate park in my opinion.
Right.
But they demolished that one. But then they ended up like just making that way better one later on. So
Right. Yeah.
just
so
skated that for a little bit.
yeah, that's crazy because I've been to Santa Clarita and that skate park's really cool, but it's obviously like brand new. Or I guess not brand new because like it's been there for a while, but new as in not 14 years old. But when
I
did you
like
start
remember-
on the vert journey? When did you start doing that stuff?
Pretty early. Like when I was skating Santa Clarita, they didn't have any vert, but they had a bunch of pools, and the pools like they were pretty big. I was like a super little kid, so like I imagined them a lot bigger than what they were. But
Right.
I don't know. I had my pads, my elbow pads, and knee pads, and my helmet, and would just ride the pool all day. Like the one time I tried riding the little 2-foot, I broke my arm like super early,
Yeah.
probably like second year in.
Yeah. Did that
And,
discourage you at all? Because for
My
me,
mom
it was like,
not hyped.
yeah, for me, it was like I started skating and then I like got good enough to like, I got ollies and shoves and all that stuff. And then I like started wanting to go to the skate park and drop in and stuff. And I just could not figure it out. Ended up like breaking my tailbone and then like not skating for like a year.
It did not discourage me. I was like that little kid who would just send it on everything and get
Yeah.
hurt and then like just try to like learn from that or whatever. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember even with my cast, I would still be at the skate park like every day. I
That's
can't believe my
nuts.
dad like even allowed me, but
Yeah. Did your mom or dad skate at all?
yeah. Back in the 70s, my dad used to have like a little wooden board with I think they used to have clay wheels back then, and it's just like a
Oh,
little
like the
tiny
sidewalk surfer
no
one.
nose. Yeah, no nose, just clay wheels. Hit a rock, you're gonna die.
Right.
But he said he was fully into skating, but he found motocross and then like went fully into that.
Oh,
And,
really? Is he still doing that?
Yeah, he like. Nah. Once he got like to an older age, well, kind of early on in his motocross thing, he broke his hip like doing the races because he was super into the racing.
Right. Yeah. Like the
And
Supercross.
after that, he like kind of stopped because then he got into the sound business and started doing his like legit job as a sound man. So he kind of slowed
Gotcha.
down on it. He'd still like ride the motorcycle and can do wheelies and stuff, but
Right. Yeah, because I
Definitely
know
slowed
there's a
down.
lot of those people out in that area because like Axel Hodges and Jared McNeil, both of those guys lived out in like Temecula. So I know it's definitely like everything action sports is in Southern California. So it's a place to be. That's an awesome place to grow up.
I've been very blessed to be out here because I don't even have to go far and there's just skating everywhere.
Right. Where are the like vert ramps? Because I feel like it's hard to learn that because there are just not that many in existence anymore.
It was like pretty weird early on. Basically, my home skate park for like 10 years. This is like after I moved out of Santa Clarita and moved to Simi. Simi Valley had a skate park called Skate Lab. Rest
Right.
in peace, it's gone now.
Yeah,
My
rest in
favorite
peace,
skate park
Lab.
ever. Never had a vert ramp, but it had like a pretty decent bowl. And that's where I like really started grinding, like figuring out that I wanted to do vert because I was just better at vert than street. And I used to do this contest named Castle. Rest in peace, Sonia, the person who put it on. She was super cool.
Oh, yeah, because Tristan does Castle too, right? I think he's done a couple of those comps.
Oh, Tristan from Woodward. Tristan, like...
Yeah, some of Ego or whatever his last name is. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just super into them. My dad was like, you should do all of the whatevers, because I only wanted to do bowl. But he talked me into doing street and the half pipe and the pool. And I ended up doing better in street than the pool, but like I was still just way like way more into the pool.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a struggle growing up because like the area I'm in has never had a vert ramp in my entire life until last year or like 2 years. We'd go up north to San Diego because they always had a good vert ramp.
Yeah.
Or because San Diego had YMCA and a whole bunch of other ones.
Is that the Claremont one?
Woodward. Yeah, Claremont. Claremont's always had a good vert ramp. The other YMCA skate park had a good vert ramp.
Is that the Escondidas one? No, the Escondidas one just got one. They just got it. They just built the vert ramp.
No, they used to have a humongous one. I'm pretty sure. Oh, really? Yeah, like it was huge. Right now it's like a sort of like a mini vert. Like it's still vert, but it used to be 14 feet and like I think had like a 15-foot extension. It had a humongous roll-in.
Wow.
But, yeah. My dad's like basically the reason I even got good at vert because he just dragged me every weekend up north or anytime a castle contest went to Woodward West, like I'd be there.
Yeah, right.
And
because West, how far is that from where you're at? 2 hours?
2 hours and like 20 minutes, maybe and a half or something. It's not like too bad, but it's still
because I know lots
far.
of people come up there just to ride that vert ramp because it's apparently pretty good.
Yeah, I love that vert ramp. I grew up skating that thing, but it's like sort of a death trap with how slippery it is.
Yeah,
so we always have to wash it or whatever. But
yeah, no, I was watching
there just because
you air higher than anybody else, dude. Like, is that just? I assume that just comes with getting comfortable with it.
Yeah, I used to have this really cheesy nickname, like back in the Castle days. They'd call me Big Air Wilcox or whatever.
Yeah.
And literally, I just kind of grew up doing the airs and pools, and just any big pool, like usually pools that have the coping or whatever, because they're usually bigger.
Did you ever get the chance to ride that?
I just kind of got comfortable.
Did you get a chance to ride that mega ramp, the Woodward West one? Or any, for that matter?
Yeah. Way back, I went the weekend that Tom Shard did the first 1080. They built this giant roll-in over the middle. Do you know how that mega ramp had 3 gaps?
Yeah.
They built a roll-in on the middle gap so he could roll over backwards to do the 1080.
Oh, wow.
And back when we had like a little like vert, all the vert kids crew that would like go there during the weekend and try to like get better or whatever. He was the best one by far because he's doing 1080s and stuff.
Right.
But I ended up I jumped it once and then did the air, and they called that like a full pole or whatever.
Right.
And then
because the gap's scary, but then the quarter at the other end, I've heard, is like ridiculously terrifying.
Yeah, I saw some really, really gnarly slams on it.
Well, I feel like you can pretty easily just pop to flat.
Yeah, probably one of my worst falls, like, in skateboarding. I didn't break anything, but I remember I was, like, pretty jacked up after. With doing the gap and then doing an air after, and I literally went straight to flat almost.
Right.
I'm lucky I didn't break anything. But, the scariest was when people would land on the coping, because I've seen it, like, twice. and both times they broke something. It was bad.
Yeah, because you land on the coping, you like air 8 feet out, hit the coping, and then bounce to flat. So,
Yeah.
that just hurts me. Because the same thing in like snowboarding and stuff, when I see half pipe competitions and they just like clip the top, it just looks so painful.
Snowboarding's crazy. I just saw like recently that guy did the biggest air on the snowboarding, I think ever during like the X Games.
Oh yeah.
It was some Japanese snowboarder. It was nuts. It was like over 20 feet for sure.
Yeah, and like let me see if I can find this. This
Pretty sure it was at the recent Olympics, maybe X Games.
The Beijing,
I can't really
24 feet 4 inches.
That's so crazy.
That's so
That's
nuts.
like you're airing the quarter pipe over the quarter pipe. Like
Yeah. Oh, easily. Let me see if I can find this video. Yeah, it's just that's insane. Well, it's the same thing with like they put half or the quarter thing in X Games for motocross. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, where they got like the quarter and then like on the side they have the dirt landing.
The dirt landing.
And they just
yeah.
go as
They're
as
like
high as they
pushing
possibly
50
can.
feet. It's nuts.
That's like one of the reasons I didn't really go into motocross, because my dad was super into it and he really wanted me into it. But I took like a pretty bad slam on not even a dirt bike, it was a quad.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, get me back on my skateboard.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need this thing that's heavier than me falling on me when I fall. That's how I think about it. It's like, I know some of those guys. I've had a couple of those FMX guys on here, and talking to them, it's just like you mess up a little bit and you like have to bail and you're breaking both your legs. Like there's no safe way out, and it's just terrifying.
Yeah, I almost feel like even the BMXers have like a similar story, because I've seen them mess up and they have like airtime and they just look and they're like, oh man, what can I
just
do?
prepare to get absolutely bodied.
That's the one. Sorry.
No, you're good. I've had a lot of interest in like the mountain biking freestyle recently.
Oh,
And that stuff's nuts too. Like it's like the BMX, but just on the bigger dirt jumps.
yeah, I had like I was going to Moore Park College and I made like a pretty good friend there, and he was really into the mountain bike jumps.
Yeah.
And he actually ended up getting like fully paralyzed from the waist down, but he ended up making a full recovery. It was like a crazy like comeback story thing.
That's nuts.
Like now he's like a weightlifter, so he's good, but like that stuff is crazy.
Yeah, it's so easy to like land on your butt weird and just paralyze yourself. It's so scary. Because I have a friend too. His name's Matt. I'm trying to get him on here too. He just had like a surfing incident and like stood up on the surfboard weird, and then like swam to the beach and got to the beach and couldn't stand up. And he's been paralyzed since then, and that's been like a year ago. So like that's just, it's so scary. Like those stories. But
It is pretty crazy. Like just growing up going to like skate lab.
yeah.
I saw some pretty bad slams, because like just going to a skate park that often, you'll see it sooner or later.
Yeah.
But
I've honestly at Woodward, I have not seen, like I've worked there 6 weeks total, and I have never seen anything like really gnarly.
okay, the 1 week I worked there, I saw something pretty bad. Basically, do you know how Poco Loco, you do the big like lap circle and everyone kind of goes in that like general direction?
Yeah.
Somebody went the complete opposite way, and it was like some sort of bigger kid on a scooter. It was 2 scooters.
Yeah.
And his scooter handlebar went straight into some, basically like I would say like 9-year-old, maybe 8-year-old's face, and knocked out his like 3 front teeth.
No
it was
way,
like
really?
pretty gnarly. Yeah, it was the week that I was working there because I was watching Poco Loco on my
That
shift
was like
to
your
watch it.
shift. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go get the trainers and everything, and then the kid ended up leaving. I felt kind of bad.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I've heard there's been things around. There's that kid. Were you there that week when the kid tried to do some trick off the roof, like when we were having the movie, and broke his leg?
Nah, but okay, I don't want to talk about it, but I've seen on this Instagram called Cancel Woodward.
Cancel Woodward. Yeah, I've seen that too.
Basically, so many are on that launch ramp from the Target Gap or whatever. I saw one where some kid ollied off the roof and landed on a smaller kid.
Oh, on the bike kid.
Yeah, he landed on a kid.
It
was.
Yeah, because everyone's cheering because he landed the trick. He ollies off the roof, and there's just a kid that comes out of nowhere underneath him.
Yeah.
Oh, that couldn't have been fun. And then the video just ends. Like, there's nothing after that. Like, you don't even see him land on the kid.
Woodward, I still want a job there. Don't take this the wrong way.
Nah, you're good. I've seen some comments of Carson commenting on the Cancel Woodward page. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh.
Somebody was going to make it sooner or later. I mean, props to Woodward. They're doing the best they can. They're doing great stuff. So,
yeah, it's an action sport place. It's going to happen.
Oh yeah, that's exactly like. I mean, that's just that's part of what you sign up for. What are the possibility of? That's why they have insurance. That's why they have insurance. But yeah, I mean, you got to get hurt sometimes. Speaking of kids like not getting hurt, have you heard the stuff about how like in America they're making playgrounds too safe and kids aren't getting hurt, so then they're like not learning how to get hurt, so they're getting more hurt later in life? It's some like psychology thing.
I feel like I haven't really seen it because like out in Simi, all the like playgrounds are kind of old school, like got like monkey bars and the slides and everything. But and I totally get that though, because my nephew's like that. Like he just got like a little dirt bike for his age. My dad had to like modify it to put it down the speed because he kept going too fast and like getting whiskey throttle and almost dying.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
He's got it down now, but he's a little crazy kid.
Yeah. No, they like are making playgrounds less hazardous and less easy for kids to hurt themselves. And it's like that's the age when you probably should be hurting yourself because that's how you learn. That's when you're flexible and can rebound back from it. Whereas when you get older and you don't know how to, like I have a friend who he didn't really do much of the outdoor stuff as a kid, and he got like a one wheel, and so he's been like obsessed with this one wheel, so he's been riding it around, but he keeps like pushing it past its limits and falling, but he doesn't know how to fall, so he falls like straight to his head and doesn't roll, and he's just really destroyed himself. Yeah, just ragdolls it. And I'm like, geez, we need to push this kid down a hill and teach him how to roll, because got a pretty bad
that's one of the
concussion
biggest things I've seen in skating that gets people. Like they just they're new to it. They're kind of older and they just don't know how to fall off of it because it's pretty hazardous. This dude on Powell. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm not gonna bring that up. He didn't share it once, so never mind.
Oh, gotcha. No, you're good. Yeah, because falling is like most of the skill. Like being confident and being able to get out of whatever trick you're trying is what convinces you to be able to try it, I feel like, a lot of the time. So being able to fall is an important skill.
Doing the big airs is pretty safe, I'm not going to lie, because it's a lot safer than a bike, or like, especially a bike. I feel like scootering might be the same, but I can just kind of let go of my board. It might hurt my board, but like, and then just go to my knees.
But like,
I feel like for scootering, you might like break your scooter or something. But like I literally chuck my skateboard.
Yeah, I'm never worried about that. If it breaks, it breaks. But I guess with the big air stuff, if you throw your scooter to like flatten the lands on the handlebar, it might snap. But typically, you're all right. But yeah, talk to me actually for a second about Powell. How'd you get on that? How'd you get in with those guys?
Okay, so like years ago, I could have joined them because like I knew a bunch of kids that were on it, and I was just skating with them all the time at this skate park called Orange County Fans Indoor Skate Park. It has the combi. It had a really good street course. I
Right.
don't want to go off topic, but someone died there biking.
Oh,
Really
that's
crazy
right. That's why
freak
they shut it
accident.
down. I remember that.
Yeah, I heard the story. He did a big air and cut his neck on a light, like one of the fluorescent lights,
Yeah.
and like it
And-
cut an artery or something.
And bled out.
But
yeah, I heard about that too. Because I went to that skate park. I was about to say, I'm like, I missed all of this because I was never in San Diego. I walked into that skate park. I didn't have my scooter or skateboard or anything, and I wasn't really big into it at that time because I was younger. But I went to that skate park before it closed down. I do know that.
So it's back to Powell.
Yeah.
Like I was okay before Powell. I actually got a pro board with this company called Moonshine.
Really?
I was on them for at least 8 years. They were really cool. I loved it. It was fun. But I can't lie, I felt like I wasn't really going anywhere. My Instagram wasn't really growing.
Right.
I wasn't really getting as much support as I used to, like when I was younger, because I don't know. But this kid named Magnus, this relates back to like vert ramps being local. He got this little messed up backyard vert ramp. It used to be in the valley. Used to have no skate light, just whatever that wood's called underneath. And it was super janky. Like if you went to your knees, you were gonna get caught on like a screw or something and like yank your knee a little bit.
Oh, yikes.
Jeff Grosso, before he died, he's got a vert ramp at HB. He donated all of the skate light
Really?
when they reskinned it to this little backyard vert ramp. It was called the Time Machine. It's not in the valley anymore because the dude's house that it was staying at, he has
Yeah.
a son who's a pro skater. His name's Victor Artua, I believe. Super good street skater. I'm not really sure why he ended up having like a backyard vert ramp, but
Interesting.
they ended up moving.
Yeah.
So this little kid named Magnus Magyar, who's a local, used to skate lab all the time, super gnarly, does 540s. He was at that same week that I worked, so he was there.
Yeah.
He ended up with that vert ramp, built it even bigger, got newer skate light, and moved it to Thousand Oaks, out by where he lives. And
Right.
he just has it in his backyard. And for like the past year, or I'd say like year and a half, I've been going there because I was good friends with him from growing up, going to skate lab with him all the time.
Right.
And both his parents are super chill, and like if you're like a decent skater, they'll let you come skate. If you're kind of bad, they're kind of worried. They make everyone sign like the waiver so they can't get sued or whatever.
Well, yeah.
But,
that's smart.
Most people they let skate. It's just like if you don't have the skill level for it, they might not. But I've just been going there for like a year and a half. Just been like really getting my vert skills up, and
So
basically
that's like been this past
he
year.
got on Powell. Yeah, it's been like I would say almost right after that year when I worked at Woodward. They like really got it up and running because they had it there for a while. They had it halfway done, but they got like there's this big skate crew out here of old dudes, all super chill guys.
Yeah.
They're like the dudes that are at the skate park at like 6 a.m, like in the morning sesh or whatever.
Yeah.
They came by, like helped a ton, really built it up, really like resheeted it and everything. Also, Magnus's dad got throw out. He put a lot of work into it too.
Right.
Magnus got on Powell like I honestly have no idea when, but a lot of the Powell guys would come out and skate. This guy named Matthew Spencer. He's one of the old dudes who is part of that crew, and he would go to skate lab all the time. He really like influenced my skating, I'd say, because he's really gnarly, even for like an old guy. Like he sends,
Right.
and he's best friends with, well, not like best friends, but he's pretty good friends with the Powell team manager. So the Powell team manager would start coming out to these vert sessions at Magnus's house. And I don't know if that's like how Magnus got on Powell, but it could be. Magnus is definitely good enough to be on Powell. Like, I think he has his own Insta that's big and like a TikTok that's gotten like millions of followers and stuff.
Oh, geez.
But I was just having good vert sessions with the Powell team manager bunch, like every Tuesday and Thursday, because those are like the vert sesh days.
Right.
And I was still on Moonshine, and he just like threw it at me if I like ever wanted to go on Powell. And then this is like a year after I've had my pro board. Like, I didn't want to leave Moonshine too early because I felt bad because they just got me like a pro board. I felt like I had to put some work in for them. I didn't want to like get my pro board and then like 2 months later just like back out of it. So
just be like, oh,
I chilled with them for a while.
Never mind.
Yeah, chilled with them for a while, like at least a year. Did my thing. And then finally I was like, okay, can I still join Powell? And he was like, yeah. Here. And he like straight up gave me the board he was riding. Not with like the trucks and wheels, but like we rode the same size deck. So he let me like just take his deck.
Took all the hardware off and just gave you the deck?
Yeah, because I still had my Moonshine board or whatever.
Right.
And that was like sort of how I got on PAL. But like before that, this dude named Kiko Francisco, super duper gnarly pool skater, like one of the best styles in vert.
Right.
I sort of grew up skating with him also, and he's been on PAL for at least like 10 years. And like I'd say like 4 years back when I was still on Moonshine, I got the offer to join him. But I was just like, I really wanted that pro board, and I knew the board was coming, so like,
right, and you knew
I just decided to stick with them or whatever.
Yeah, on
so
Moonshine, you
really it was just, yeah, because they promised me I would, and they were giving a whole bunch of skaters pro boards.
Right.
One of the most famous pro skaters that was on Moonshine is Clay Kreiner.
Oh yeah,
he was on Moonshine when I joined, and that was like one of the main reasons I joined, because like Clay Kreiner's a Big Air guy, super duper gnarly. Like when he was on the team and I was on the team, I was so hyped. I was like ecstatic.
Yeah.
But once he left, I was a little depressed, but I still wanted the pro
board.
Where
did he
go? He kind of rode for nobody for I think like a year or two, just kind of like whatever board like he got, like because I saw him on a whole bunch of different decks, I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. But once Madness became a thing, I saw him. He went to that, so he's like a big part of Madness
big
now.
Really quick.
Yeah, they have probably the best vert team out of all the teams, I feel like, or one of the best.
Right.
But yeah, the real reason I got on PAL is those vert sessions with the team manager named DeVille, and he just liked my skating, my style, and sort of recruited me. And
well, it's cool that he like came back to you. Yeah, he's cool that he left the invite open.
Yeah, honestly, like I was like really, really torn on what to do at first, because I got the invite, but I was still on Moonshine. I did not know what I wanted to do. And, I have to throw this out there. The Matthew Spencer guy, I think, helped convince DeVille that I wasn't really happy with Moonshine, because I'm not much of a talker. Hey, good night, Roland.
Why are you on your
Oh, it's all good. Sorry, buddy. Good night. Sorry, my nephew walked in.
No, you're good.
I think he helped convince him that I wasn't happy with Moonshine, and after one of the sessions, he just threw it out there I could join. And like a month later, I finally was like, kind of got the balls to tell Moonshine, like, okay, guys, it's been a good run. I've had a really fun time, and you guys have done a lot for me. But it's time I like just try something new.
Right.
And I left him, and they were really chill about it. And ever since I joined Powell, it's been crazy. Like, Powell is such a crazy company. They really treat their riders really great. Like, I've never had like a company that pays for my food after I skate. Like, we all go get food after every skate session together and like eat food together. Sometimes they'll pay for your gas. They really
when
hook
you're
it
like
up with
filming with them, or just any time you guys go out and skate together.
Mostly, almost every time we go out and skate, it's like a film day.
Right.
Like, we go and have fun. Okay, one of the coolest things I think about Powell that they've been doing right now that I think is different from a lot of other skate companies is they're really going out of their way to go to skate shops. Just local skate shops all around.
That's so
like, we'll
good.
go to a skate shop for like an hour, maybe 30 minutes before we go and film, and we just hang out and just talk to the people running it, see what's selling. Like, he always asks what's selling, trying to get like an idea of like what he could do better or whatever.
Right.
And it's just been super chill because sometimes the skate shops have a bunch of kids and they're just all hyped to see like because sometimes Andy Anderson will be with us, or like
right,
some of the
because
bigger
Andy's
dudes.
on Powell, right?
Yeah, Andy's on Powell. I'd say the
Christopher
three
Hyatt
biggest people.
on Powell?
Yeah, Christopher's on Powell. He's always out during the film days, so I've had many sessions with him, and he's a super cool dude.
Yeah, he seems really cool.
Kevin Hofler, the dude who got second in the Olympics for street, is on Powell.
Oh, really? Wow.
And Sakura Yokosumi, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
She got first in the pool in the Olympics, and she's also on Powell. And I got to meet her and pretty much everyone, and they've all been super chill and really nice
what
people
a team
so far. So
what a team to be a part of. That's so cool.
like it's just crazy. Like, I'm not getting paid for skating, but like literally everything else that's being paid for. It's like such a dream, honestly, right now.
But it's not costing you anything. Is where you're getting paid. Is you're able to do these things.
Yeah, because like they take us to food. Most of the time, they'll give us gas after to like, because we do drive pretty far places, so most of the times, if we go like really far, they'll give you gas money just to get home, and like even extra. Like, he always fills my tank every time.
Right. That's nice. Well, there's like, are there different teams on Powell? Is there like an AM team and a pro team, or are you guys just all on the same contract, or like how does that work?
Basically, I'm not 100% sure how it works, but Powell and Powell Skate Shop are kind of different entities. Powell Skate Shop sponsors a bunch of AMs, but also like sort of hard sponsors a bunch of people too. And then Powell Skateboards also does the same thing. So I'm a little bit confused on how all that works, because we do have a whole bunch of AMs on the like official Powell team, but then there's a bunch of AMs that are on the Powell Skate Shop team as well. Okay. And I never really went onto the Powell Skate Shop. I just got lucky and just sort of got into straight up the Powell team.
You were just hanging out with the right people.
One thing that, like, if you check the Powell website, to get on the team officially, they have to pie you in the face with a, like, they take like a pie carton, fill it with whipped cream, and will pie you in the face.
Right.
And they'll put your picture on the team page, and that's when you're like officially on Powell.
Oh, okay.
I don't really want to spoil it, but I'm gonna anyways. I got pied by like the pie thing, the cream pie to the face.
Right.
And I'm still not on the the website page, so I'm not like 100% sure what's going on, to be honest.
Going on.
But
Like, guys, I've been
The
pied.
dude before
Put me on.
the dude before me who got pied was Dan Corgan, because he used to be on Powell a long time ago. Apparently, left and went to Blockhead Skateboards,
Yeah.
and then just recently, the first time I went on like a filming day with them, he was there, and it was the first time he came back to Powell and like joined them, and that same day they pied him in the face. So Dan Corrigan, official member at Powell right now.
I love
Dan's
that.
so rad also.
Yeah, I love that. The like weird traditions that companies have to like initiate you. I feel like there was another one of those that I was remembering that had like a weird like seance-y type thing. I don't remember. But that's going back to the whole skate shop thing. Like I like how you guys go and like just hang out at local skate shops and make that like a mission is something that scooter teams do not do. And I think that that's something that they definitely should do. So
Honestly, it's sort of been a recent thing. Like the team
I
manager,
remember, like-
DeVille, sort of had the.
well, like back in the day, they used
Oh,
to do
sorry.
like the little no, you're good. The little skate park like demo things outside of skate shops. Like that used to be the thing. Like back when my dad was skating, back in like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, I'd say like within the last 6 months, because I only got on the team around 6 months ago.
Right.
When I was first on the team, when we did our film days, like we weren't really stopping at skate shops. I would say like maybe 2 months in, I'm pretty sure it was DeVille who like came up with the idea, but like really like started pushing it on us to start going to skate shops. Not even to skate, just to hang out and like chill with the people in the skate shop, say what's up. We go to all the skate shops that are supplying Powell skateboards. Like we're
Right.
not just going to like any random skate shop, but I've gone to like at least 6 or 7 skate shops I did not know exist in like Riverside. We went to one on the way to Woodward. We went to one out
Yeah.
in Bakersfield.
Well, I
bunch
feel
in
like
LA.
that's how you, as a brand, like that's how you grow people who are ordering your boards. Because if like the shop manager or the people at the shop are like, hey, I really like the Powell team, let's order some more Powell boards, then the chances of you like selling those boards makes more sense, because the company's gonna, or the shop is gonna be like, oh, we like these people, let's promote their product, right? That'd be
Yeah.
the business thought behind that.
Like it's like almost after every time we stop at a skate shop, we get like a big group photo. So there's been like a whole bunch
Yeah.
of like group photos in front of skate shops, and if the dude wants anything signed, like we'll sign it. That's like
Yeah, I
one
love
thing.
that
Like,
so much.
well, that's one thing that's really like changed for me, because I've never been asked for a signature. I mean, a few times in skateboarding, even when I was on Moonshine, like kids at Woodward or like at the skate park, they would just like ask me for a signature or something. I was just like, I'm just some guy that skates. Like,
Isn't that the weirdest
I don't
feeling?
know.
Oh my gosh.
But once I got on PAL, it's different now. Like, and my signature is like literally me printing my name, because my cursive signature is so bad. So
Yeah, my signature's changed so many times, because I used to have this YouTube channel that got pretty big, like really early, like 6-7 years ago, really early in scootering. That got pretty big, and the first time I went to Woodward, kids were like, "Wait, are you this kid?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, can I have your signature?" And I'm like, "What? I have to sign things?" So it was always hard to like figure out how to like sign things. It's just such a weird feeling.
yeah, one thing I want to mention, like Skate Lab had some of the best scooters I've ever seen come out of there,
yes.
at least.
Yeah,
'Cause
Skate Lab.
I don't know their
Tons.
names. I wasn't like I'm not like the dude that's mean towards anyone. I don't really
Right.
care what you're riding. I think as long as you're doing something like action sport, I think it's rad.
Yeah,
But
like
the dudes
if
at
you're
Skate
at the
Lab
skate park,
were
bro,
crazy.
I'm like stoked for you. Oh, really?
Yeah, like I saw someone do a front flip on flat. Like
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
Who was at Skate Lab? I feel like Tanner Fox was like
Yeah.
early times. Kind of.
Yeah, I definitely remember hearing his name a bunch.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah. What a weird place. Like, I saw videos from that place all the time and never got to ride it. So that was cool. What was the other one that popped up out of nowhere? There was one skate park that came in. I know it was in California for like a very small amount of time.
Was it indoors?
It was indoor. It was like the ramps were like painted green.
I'm trying to
Gosh, I
think.
don't remember. But there's a lot that come and go in that area for sure. So I don't know. I'm just trying to think back of all the videos and stuff. But how many?
There was one called the
did you-
Skate House and the Skate Academy. Sorry.
Right. No. How did you get into like competition skating, and like how many comps have you done, and what's your favorite? That's a lot of questions at once. Sorry.
For how many I've done, I have
Yeah.
no idea anymore. I've probably done over 1,000. I'm not even kidding about the number. Like,
Really?
I've done so many contests. I'd say like 400 of them were probably Castle. I'm not even kidding. Like maybe like 600. Like I literally went to every Castle contest for like 2 years straight, no matter where it was in California.
Wow.
Castle is like one of the sickest things for amateur skaters that you can like get into. It's really like beginner friendly, and it's
Yeah.
all about fun. But one of the main reasons I even went to Woodward the first time is they used to give out these like big giant discounts to Woodward if you like won Castle, and I got one, so I got to go to Woodward. And after that, like I'd beg my dad every single year. I'd be like, hey, don't give me anything for my birthday. Literally just send me to Woodward. And he would do it, even though it's so expensive. So
Yeah. How?
my dad really progressed my skating.
Yeah. How many times were you a camper at Woodward?
I would say, I'm not sure the actual number, but like I've gone at least 8 times as a camper. 4 of the times were like with you remember how you could get tapped or whatever?
Yeah.
Basically, back at Woodward, if you got tapped, you got a giant discount, and you could come back during the final week. I forgot what they called it.
Yeah.
And then some of the other times I went because I got discounts through contests like King of the Groms and also Castle. King of the Groms is another contest got through out there. Really good. It's like Castle, but I'd say a whole step above. Like you have to be like at least intermediate. Well, they had a beginner and then an intermediate and then an advanced, but it was a lot more competitive. Like, I got to go to Woodward one time for free because I forgot what the program was. Things got a little crazy, like around my house. I was living with my mom, and if you were like in a certain income level, you could go there. And
you could get like
my mom was
sponsored or
struggling
whatever it
back
was.
then, so I was able to do it, and I got to go into it.
That's nice.
So
That's cool. I mean, not cool, but like the fact that you could go to Woodward in that situation was good.
yeah, my mom's chilling now. So
Yeah. That's
those
good.
days I didn't even like realize that was going around because I was out skating every day at Skate Lab.
Do you push kids to go do comps? Do you think it's a good way to like get seen and stuff still?
Yeah, I think a contest is one of the best ways to get seen. It helps build your confidence, like no matter what sport you're in.
Right.
Sponsors are there because they're usually the ones sponsoring the contest.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a good thing no matter what. One thing I've seen is like some kids get way too into it, like super competitive, like a little,
almost
like cocky,
baseball.
I'd say. Not like, yeah. Oh my God. The skateboard dads and moms are crazy. Some parents
it's like the
definitely go
dance
too
moms
far.
thing.
Like they become like it's baseball. Like you get out. I'm not kidding. I've seen this at Skate Lab. He took his kid out back to like the little walkway to the half pipe.
Yeah.
And said, "If you don't go out there and land this trick, we're going home." And I heard him say that. I was like, "Oh my God." I'm so happy my dad is just a nice person and like
Yeah, exactly.
my dad.
Who cares, bro?
Yeah,
Of
I
course,
had
I'm
my
trying
dad
to
get
land the
mad at
trick.
me
What, you
once.
think I'm not trying?
I had my dad get mad at me once, but it was because we went like it was an 8-hour drive, and it was like this sort of big contest, and I just kept getting snaked over and over and over, and I was sort of letting it happen. He was like, "Come on, dude! Like, we just drove all the way out here. Like, just get out there and just try to do your best." Like,
Right.
my dad never dictated my skating. He just encouraged me, and like, he'd throw out tricks that like he thinks I should try to learn, but I'd be like, "Nah, Dad, I don't think that trick's cool," or something. Like,
Yeah.
I was like that kid, but like, looking back on it, I just know he was just trying to get me like better or whatever.
Right. What have you ever had like dreams to go to X Games or the Olympics now that that's a thing, or any of those level? Like,
Yes.
are you working towards that or what?
Yeah, I used to do the Do Tours, and I have done Van Park Series.
Yeah, I saw
And-
that you did the Vans thing. That was cool.
For the Olympics, I literally tried out for the men's team of America, so I did shoot my shot on that one.
You gonna try again next time?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try again. Like, as long as I'm like skating competitive and like trying to push my skating that like higher, I'm
Yeah.
gonna like keep trying to do these contests just to like push myself. Like,
Right.
because I've always grown up watching people like Pedro Barros or like Lincoln Ueda or like Bucky Lassick or Bob Burnquist, like all these names
Right,
in those
yeah.
contests. So just
So
to
you
be
wanna-
able to do it would just definitely be a dream come true.
Yeah, get your name in there for sure. Well, there's like, I feel like the pool, I mean, I don't really know that much, but the pool as far as vert skaters is a lot smaller and like pool skaters. So I feel like
it's
you have
it
like
feels
your
trippy.
community.
it's kind of
circle.
trippy because some of the kids I grew up skating with are like they're doing the X Games now, like
Right.
Liam Pace and like Tate Carew and like even Gavin Botner. So if I ever get like opportunity to do the X Games or Vans Park Series, I'm gonna definitely like shoot my shot just to like see how good I can do. But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna like beat myself up over it. But
Right. It's totally for the opportunity and for like to say you've done it, I feel like.
yeah.
And then you get there and you put a good rundown and you're like, holy shit, I might be able to actually place. Like,
Yeah, I'd say like the closest I ever got to like doing really good in a pro contest is they used to have this contest at that indoor Vans, the one that got shut down, called the let me think, what's it called, man? It used to be the ProTech Combi Pool Party, but I'm pretty sure ProTech stopped sponsoring it, so they just changed it to the Combi Pool Party. And I won. I mean, they had like a pre-qualifier. I made it in. Oh no, they did the pre-qualifier. I won the pre-qualifier. Like I got first in that. Then the qualifier happened, and I took like a really bad slam, and I ended up not qualifying.
oh, dang.
I need to like repost that footage because that was like probably one of the best runs I ever threw down. And I don't know, I still got to go there and hang out with everybody, but I was like pretty bummed because not only did I not make it, but I was like kind of hurt after for a little bit.
Yeah, because you were like favored to qualify for sure because you won the pre-qualifier, and then you just it just
Yeah.
fell apart. That's the worst feeling.
I
Like, it's
really
one thing
wish
if
they
you
bring
heard it-
back that contest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be a great contest. I don't know. The whole contest scene is so, like, I watch it, but I don't know what, like, the behind the scenes of it is. So I'm, like, I'm really listening intently right now because it's so cool to me.
Ever since the pandemic hit, it's sort of like it became different for a while. Like, they literally
Right.
weren't doing a single contest for like years.
Right.
I'd say this like last year, they like with the Olympics and the Park Series starting to go down again. One of the ones that I did do is they did the Tony Hawk Vert Alert. I didn't do the recent one. Like, they just had one in Colorado.
Right.
But I literally can't do it because I have a broken arm right now. But
Oh, that sucks. How'd that happen? Sorry.
oh, I have
but-
I have footage. This kid named Cali Borders, his actual name, that's his Insta, is Julian Algular or something. He
Right.
just dropped a part for FP shoe insoles. Super
FP
gnarly.
insoles? No way. Yeah, I need to get some of
Yeah,
those.
he's gonna be like a next level kid for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honestly, I believe he's gonna be like
Oh, is he that little skater
little
kid that
street
just made a
kid
new
with
Instagram?
the mohawk helmet. Yeah, he made that Instagram.
Yeah.
His brother. I broke my. Well, since he's on Powell also, he's there he's usually there every day. We do the filming days, like just going out and filming all together.
Right.
And we were at some like spot, and we filmed like a whole like 2 hours there. Threw down a bunch of tricks. He's gnarly, so he threw down something like crazy. We were getting tired. I went into the wash because the skate spot has a wash right next to it, below it, and
Right.
I like walked down it a while, and I found another skate spot, one that we weren't even like skating at all. Like,
Right.
we didn't even go there to skate it, and I just saw it, and I thought it looked gnarly. And he came over with me, with his brother Quentin. His brother Quentin is a freestyle kid. He's super gnarly also. But he's more like a filmer / editor, I'd say. And he had the big... So I did the trick that I broke my arm with, but I did it with a grab. Like, it was a tail drop into this like super steep ditch wall, and it had like it had that like stucco stuff that like builds a ramp at the bottom, like little concrete thingy.
Yeah, the little concrete transition thing. Yeah.
So I landed it, stuck it, like I have that on film on my phone. Came back with the big camera, and Quentin filmed me break my arm. If I tag Hall of Meat, it might be in it. But so yeah,
Wow.
Came back. I tried to do the tail drop, no hands this time, without grabbing, because like I was like, okay, now we have the big camera. I'm gonna throw down a little harder.
Yeah.
I like tail dropped, landed it, was going down. Everything was good, and right when I hit the part that like curves, that is like that little like DIY concrete part that like built onto the wall. I guess when my feet like slipped off my board, and like literally my full like speed just went straight into the ground, and I broke my trying to think what bone it is. I have it here somewhere. But I broke my arm, and then I also
like tibia,
dislocated my
thing?
elbow.
Oh wow!
Not
so you just went, or like here.
Frick, I have it here. Yeah. I'm looking through my doctor's notes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called the radius bone. So I broke my radius bone, and also dislocated my elbow.
Wow! So you literally just like hit the bottom.
Yeah, just full speed splatted on the floor. I tried to put my shoulder out, I'm pretty sure, to like brace for impact, but like I just ended up just bending my arm the wrong way.
Oh no! How tall was this drop? Like into the bank?
Okay, I actually have a way for you to see it, because do you know Bev Up?
Bev Up.
If you go on
Yes,
YouTube
I've heard of it.
and look up Bev Up, let me look. He just was at the skate spot. And if I can just find it really, really fast. Let me just scroll through like 2 of these videos.
Nathan Bev Up Co. Is that who I'm looking for?
Yeah, that's exactly him. The video that wasn't going to skate. He is at that skate spot.
Oh yeah, this guy. I watched this guy. All right, let me take a look.
Okay, at 3:19 or a little before that, he's actually at the spot, but you can't see the top. I tail dropped off the very top
from the
onto
top.
that wall. Yeah.
Wow.
And over like the big, there's like a giant. There's a little hole at the bottom and then a bigger hole at the top, and I tail dropped over the hole onto the wall and tried to ride down and like slammed straight into the floor.
Wow.
I don't have the footy. That's why I haven't released it.
Right.
But
so you were
Quentin's
dropping
brother
like
had
next to this big hole, right?
Yeah. To the left side of the big hole, they have like a bigger hole at the like above it. I was above that bigger hole, tail dropping over that hole onto that like ramp thing.
Right. Like.
And I did it. I landed it. I have it on film, like with a grab. But I didn't think the grab was like cool enough. So like the second try I came back, tried it, just tail drop, no grab. And that's when like disaster struck. And I hate to say this.
That's a wall.
I hate to say this, but like I literally told Julian, the one who just made an Insta, because he was up at the top of the wall with me. I was like, yo, this is a bad idea. Like right before I did it. I don't know why I still did it. I like straight up was like, oh, this is literally a bad idea. But then I said, okay, there's only one way to get down now, because I was at the top of the wall.
Right. How did you get to the top? You walk on the side?
If you just run at the wall really hard and like just kind of run up it, it is not just a straight flat wall. It sort of does have like some transition on it.
No, yeah, there's some curve to it. Just not much.
I ran up it, and then I think I like put my board like down so Julian can run up it and like grab my board and then pulled him up or whatever. And
I think I have a picture. I think I have a better.
So yeah, I'm gonna release that footy at some point. If you want to check out me breaking my arm at Matthew Wilton, I'm just kidding. Definitely gonna.
Okay.
Add,
can you see me? Because like.
Yeah. Let me. Sorry, I'm on a different tab right now. Yeah.
Hole,
above
right?
that hole.
Above that hole.
He's above the hole that's above him.
So you tail dropped from above that hole onto the wall and then do the transition.
Yeah, I have it on Oh, actually, I can send you like a really pixelated video because I need the guy to send it through AirDrop because my phone is kind of like... I have an iPhone 7 right now. I do have an iPhone 13, just I haven't like gone to the store to set it up because I have some passwords I need to figure out first. Because I have some cryptos and some accounts that I need to get out. But that's another story. Yeah, on Insta, I'll literally send you the one I landed right now.
All right, yeah, I want to see it.
It's going to take me a second to find it.
And then when I do when I put your podcast thing on Instagram, can I put that on there or no?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, here
I'll
it
do
is.
a little profile
Found
thing.
it.
Okay.
There's that stupid little hole right there. This is the one I landed. This is not the slam. I don't have the slam on footy yet. I need him to airdrop it to me next time I see him. And this, I should have got airdropped to me as well, but I forgot because like my arm was all broken. And I need to hit up the guy.
You can't really get the footy very well when you're, absolutely destroyed.
I have to say, there's another dude there too. His name's Kenny. Super cool guy. I don't know how he's affiliated with Powell at all. I think he's just really good friends with DeVille, the team manager. He's the funniest dude in the world.
Yeah.
He's the one that filmed this clip. Basically, we filmed this clip. I went back. They were still filming like some stuff that was kind of important at the other spot. So only Julian and his brother came over, but they brought like a big camera. And so I do have it on like some crispy big camera footage.
Yo, because the tree's there, you can't even tell you're doing a grab drop.
But yeah,
you can barely tell in this video.
I should just grab dropped it again. I know I wouldn't have fell on the grab drop.
Yeah. You just tried to get too loosey-goosey with it, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes.
But yeah, I could imagine just jumping off of that straight into the ground. That couldn't have felt good.
So, yep, that's my story.
Where's this ditch at?
Anaheim Skate Park. Let me try to find it, because there's actually a nice skate spot right next to that, too. Like a big one. That a lot of people are skating. If you rewind on that Bev video, they actually are at that skate spot. Like, at 250, from 1 minute and 28 seconds to like 250, they're just skating that skate spot. That's the spot that we were skating, but right next to that spot is that wash, like right under it. And I got like the footage I wanted from there, and I was kind of done with that spot. I wasn't really having like fun on it as much. Basically, also in this the Bev video, they added like a bunch to it. Like,
gotcha.
There's like a whole fresh looking wall there that wasn't there. But
interesting. Because people have been going there more.
But yeah,
now I guess.
Let me try to find it. There's actually a nice skate park that's walking distance away too.
That's crazy. Well, I've seen a lot of these skate spots, like the ditch spots, are like really not that far from skate parks.
Okay, I think on Dan Corrigan. If you want to go to Dan Corrigan videos, I mean his YouTube. Oh man, I don't know what video Corrigan? It is. Yeah, he's another dude on Powell. He's got like a pretty banging YouTube right now. Right.
Yeah, I've seen his videos too.
Oh, wait, he wasn't there that day. Sorry. Frick. Chris was there. Chris Hyatt was there.
Yeah.
Let me...
Is it on his YouTube?
I don't think so. Dang it, it was on someone's YouTube.
Gotcha.
This is the craziest thing about Powell. So, Dan Corrigan has a YouTube channel. Powell has a YouTube channel. Chris Hyatt has a YouTube channel. This guy named Zach Doling has a YouTube channel. All these YouTube channels are like actually like sort of popular, like banging YouTube channels right now.
Yeah.
So like I'm sort of like, I'm just a vert guy. Like, I'm not really bringing a YouTube channel to the table either. But
I think that's where you could have,
dude,
some
there's like
individuality,
Me and AJ and also Kiko Francisco. AJ Nelson is another vert guy. We're sort of like the vert young dudes on the team. Also, I have to throw it out there. Frick, I can't think of his name right now. Heracule Fagundes. He is also a vert guy.
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to forget anyone. There's also like the obvious people, like there's Ben Hatchell, and then there's too many people. Brad McLean. Brad McLean is also on it. So yeah, Anaheim Skate Park is the skate park that is near there. I'm still trying to find like.
You probably just look up Anaheim.
Who filmed that day? Somebody filmed that day. That's the part that's confusing me.
That's crazy that you have so many people YouTubing all the time.
Yo, another big YouTuber is Ray Corey, but also John. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me if I can't remember him. Johnny Bradford. He is also a YouTuber.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like also Kiko started his own YouTube. This guy named Victor, who's also on the team, started his own YouTube. And the list goes on. There's like actually 3 more YouTubers.
How do you feel about the?
I feel like I need to learn how to
skateboarders?
edit and start making a YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. But like, how do you feel about the YouTube skateboarders? Because I know a lot of like the core people or whatever are like get mad about it.
I don't know. Hanging out with like Dan has like changed my mind about all that. Because even before I got on Powell, the only person from Powell I like watched on YouTube was Dan. I didn't even.
Right.
Well, he wasn't on Powell when I was watching him. I just thought he was some funny dude who like was always at cool spots, doing interesting tricks, and always hanging out with like gnarly skaters. So his videos are always
Dan,
like.
Yeah, I watched Dan too. I thought he was just like, oh, I'm skateboarding today. I might as well film something. Like that's how I felt about his YouTube channel. It wasn't like, oh, I need to skate so that I can record a YouTube video. It's like, well, I'm skating anyway. Might as well pull a camera out. Like that was always the vibe that I got.
Yeah, I think like a whole year ago, he started doing it, and then once he got it like going, he's just been posting daily, like for like literally more than a few months straight. I don't know how he does it. He is a machine on YouTube. He pumps like content like nothing. Okay. I actually think I have found someone who filmed that skate park.
Oh, really?
I just need to like find the video.
Who are you looking at right now?
Okay. If you go to Ray Corey, he's another YouTuber.
That's crazy that there's so many on your team. Ray what?
Ray Corey.
Ray Corey. Okay.
And if you go down a few rows, he has a title named Inward Heel or Pressure Flip. I'm actually in the video at the beginning or whatever. This is the same day I broke my arm. This is that skate park we sessioned before. So yeah, this is one of the things Pal does. Like we all go to skate parks. A lot of the people try to film their own video like separately because we try not to like cross the content because like a lot of the people following each other, all the YouTubes are from Pal, and you don't want to just like shove the same content down their throat or whatever.
Right, because that'd be okay.
But yeah, this skate park was super sick. And we skated that, went to the spot, that other spot, and then then I found that below spot that I ended up getting hurt at.
Okay. So yeah, they're playing skate right now.
Yeah, crazy thing is the guy who he's playing skate against in that video, Zach Doling, he's on Battle of the Barracks for the game of skate.
Really?
Yeah, he is a monster at flat ground, but not even that. He is, I would say, one of the most underrated street skaters I've ever seen. That's one thing about Pal that like I feel weird about. Like they have some skaters that I feel like are kind of underground. Like they're so good, yet like kind of unknown. He's not one of them because like he's got a big YouTube channel now and like a big Insta. But like we have some Brazilians on the team that are like actually crazy.
Actually just cracked and just like nobody knows who they are. There's a lot of that in scootering actually. There's a lot of kids who are just absolutely nuts, but they like their mom films their videos or something and they look awful. And so they don't get any followers.
Yeah, that was kind of me until I got on Pal, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my little brother filmed this, and you're like head chopped out of frame.
I'm always at the dad cam or whatever, like a little shaky.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no kidding. All right. Well, I think that was we're approaching like an hour and 15, so it's a little longer than I even expected to do. But yeah, it's been a good conversation. I want to ask you just like one more question, and that's like, if you're talking to say, younger self or a kid who's just trying to get into like skateboarding and stuff, like what advice do you have to somebody trying to get into the industry?
I would say, don't be afraid to like post your skating. I was really critical of my own skating for too long. Like I wouldn't post clips because I didn't think they were good enough. And I was too afraid to like ever start a YouTube channel or even branch out to other like social medias. Like I really started my social media stuff sort of late because like I didn't really understand the internet too well. So I'd say like definitely try to get out there and like get your skating out there. Like you never know what'll happen. And also,
is that the way to do it? That and contests?
Yeah, that contest. There's like other ways to do it too. Like I'm just trying to think. Like being on the right teams will also do it. Like I almost feel like you almost don't need to have a social media if you're on the correct teams. Because I know some skate pros who straight up like don't have social medias at all, but still are out there a ton. One of them I can think of, he's got a big Insta, but I don't think he has a YouTube or like anything else. I think he just posts like Insta, and half the time it's not even his own skating. This is everyone's favorite skater. It's Grant Taylor. Like he's just on the right teams. Like Anti-Hero makes a bunch of YouTube stuff. They're always releasing parts and stuff. So I'd say also like send sponsor me tapes to people. Like I never ever did that. I just kind of like would try to be at contests and like also like you got to be social. I was the kid that was really quiet and like would just stay in the pool and like never really branched out to try to talk to people.
Right. Yeah,
but
it's
another
so much
thing
more
is like
about networking.
Yeah,
I hate saying that word,
I feel like
but it's
if you're a good people person / talker, you can really get far in skating. Like even if you aren't like the greatest skater, and not like in like a bad way. Like you could straight up have like a YouTube channel of your skating, just trying to learn tricks. I've seen like certain YouTubers do that and like grow their YouTubes to humongous like levels. But also like I feel like you have to have fun. You can't like let it just become a job. Because once that happens, I've seen too many skaters that have like all the talent of the world, but like got too serious and just sort of burnt themselves out and then like quit.
Right. Yeah, it's so easy to do. Like you just like get into it so much and it becomes your job because you're like, oh, I want to be a pro skater. Oh, I want to be a pro skater. And then out of nowhere, you're like, oh, I'm a pro skater. And then you're like, wait, this means that I have to like be a professional at it and like do all the business things and like promote myself. And it just becomes way too much for a lot of people.
Yeah. So some people I've seen have success going all or nothing. This is like, I'm not trying to be mean. I've known several skaters from Brazil who come to California with like almost nothing. Like they like live at their friend's house and like just it's all or nothing. Like they come out here and they have to skate and like try to progress themselves, or they're gonna have to end up going back to Brazil or whatever.
Right.
And I've seen some like succeed. And it's like, I feel like the people who are like super duper passionate, like always end up succeeding.
Right. Because there's no other option.
Yeah. And then, I don't want to be that guy, but like most of the people in Powell, like go to school also. Like,
right.
You got to have a backup plan. Cause
are in college of some sort.
Yeah, I've gone to 2 different colleges. Right now I have no backup plan. I'm just working a job and skating because I'm a little unsure what to do anymore because I went to Moorpark College for a year, didn't know what to do, and then figured out I wanted to be a welder. Then went to Pierce College and started welding. Two of my friends that went with me dropped out, but now they work at SpaceX as orbital tube welders or whatever. So they're
Really?
killing it.
That's
Yeah,
nuts.
the reason I dropped out too, we all dropped out, but it was like a super valid reason. Corona hit and the pandemic hit, and they tried to teach welding online, and
that doesn't work.
it was really, really bad. Like,
That doesn't work. That literally
it was
doesn't
an
work.
entire online class. Like, you almost didn't go into the shop at all. And then we crammed in 40 hours in the shop at the very end. But this is 7 months after we did all the schoolwork. So, like, it just was really bad. And
Yeah, that sounds
I'm not
miserable.
throwing any shade at, like, welding teachers. They're a welding teacher. They're supposed to be in the shop and, like, hands-on and teaching you how to weld.
Right,
My
it's a
welding
trade, you
teacher
should be
did
there.
not know how to do anything online. We had like a student run the class for her. I'm not kidding. It
Yep.
was like kind of crazy. I might go back into welding one day, but like literally I got on Powell after I like dropped out, so I just
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
did
gonna
the
keep
same
going with
thing.
Powell and skating.
yeah, I did the same. I'm not even gonna lie, I did the same thing. I didn't drop out, but I thought about it. I reviewed a lot of options because I'm going to Black Hills State University in South Dakota, but like online, and I'm living in Wyoming right now. So I like was going to University of Wyoming when COVID hit. COVID hit. I decided that like I need to move back home, and I looked at like trades. I looked at doing like Forest Service stuff and like being a ranger. But then I realized that if you want to be a ranger or work in Forest Service, you need a bachelor's degree before you can go into that program. So I was like, fuck, I guess I need to get a degree. So I ended up just doing online school, and it was like relatively easy. And I just continued doing that. And now I'm just about done. So I'll be graduated in December, hopefully. So thank God. Yeah, it's been so hard with COVID, bro, to getting school done. And I thought about doing like welding too, because not to do welding, just to know how to weld, because I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, the more I did welding, the more I realized like it's something that's gonna beat your body up, and the hours are kind of extreme. So I don't know if
Yeah,
it's
that's
for
true.
me, because like I feel like I need something with like flexible hours so I can get out there to skate, even like when I'm older, because I don't see
Right.
my like urge to skate going away anytime soon.
Right. Have you ever thought about like becoming part of Powell or starting a skate company or something along those lines?
Yeah, I actually am. I'm really thinking about it, because right now I'm working at my aunt's business. She owns a sound company called Wilcox Sound.
Okay,
'Cause,
gotcha.
My grandpa started it. My dad's like a really successful sound guy. He did like sound for Fast and the Furious, and he did most of American Horror Story and like a bunch of big shows and stuff.
Oh, wow.
um,
Okay. Yeah.
I could have went into that, but he, ever since I was a child, told me he hated his job and to not get into it. So I'm not going to go into it if my dad's telling me he hates it and not to go
Right.
into it. So,
Yeah,
But,
it's like, Dad, what
in
would
the
you do if
meantime,
you had to
I'm
do
just-
if you got to do it again?
he actually was a welder too. That's another reason I like went into welding before he
Huh.
got into the sound thing. So.
Gotcha. No, but
But,
you're so passionate about skateboarding and stuff. Like I could totally see you starting a company or running an existing one.
Yeah, I was thinking about teaching kids how to skate. Actually, in Simi, they have like a skate academy thing, and it's some of the people that were running Skate Lab run it. If you're ever in Cali, the biggest skate museum in the world is in Simi still. It's
Oh,
at
yeah.
the Simi Mall. That is where
Right.
they do the skate academy. They also have like a little half pipe in there.
I've seen videos from inside there. I've not been there myself.
But
Yeah, that'd
maybe
totally be
teaching
something you
skating
should do.
or Powell Powell warehouse, the official Powell warehouse, like where everything's stocked and stored, is actually in Ventura, like, and Simi Valley is in Ventura County, so it's not like far at all.
Right.
So at some point, I like might hit up DeVille, be like, "Yo, what about working for Powell one day or something?"
Yeah.
But right now, I'm kind of comfortable working for my aunt because she gives me really flexible hours. I don't really have to like. I can just like the day before get like a text from Powell, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna go to this place. Can you make it or whatever?" And I could just go up to my aunt and be like, "Hey, I want to go and skate that."
Up.
Like, it just popped up. Like, let me go and skate it. I'll make up. I'll do some makeup hours like on the weekend or something. And because I just sit in the back and I repair old sound equipment. I solder stuff and make cables and repair the connectors.
Right. So it's not really like, it's like when you can get it done kind of job, which is nice.
Yeah. It's just getting the orders done on time or whatever. But it's been fun.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you, Matthew, again for coming on and spending some time out of your day, taking some time out of your day to come and talk to me. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's always good.
I need to talk with more people about skating. I feel like I have like all these friends from high school. Like none of them are skaters, so I can't even like really talk to them about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to have that community for sure. And I really enjoy doing it. So that's why I started this in the first place, is I just love action sports, any of them. So I thought that if I'm interested in it, then other people have to be. So I thought there was possibly a market there. So that's what I'm doing this for. And yeah, I learn a lot along the way. So, all right, well, I'm going to end the podcast here. Thank you guys again for listening. Thank you, Matthew, for coming and talking to me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. So thank you.